2 clutches of eggs with no survivors. So it just seemed like I had cleaned up another dead bird. I cleaned up 2 dead birds and 1 broken egg.
Oh, the
But
wind has been so.
the wind has been crazy. There's also in the nest now is just another dead bird.
Oh,
It's
no.
just it's a bummer. I feel bad for the birds, so I'm letting them eat. I already harvested a bunch of these, and we've got new veggie growth. So I'm just I might even just cut the rest of them and put them out for the birds. Some carrots.
Oh, yeah.
Look at the birds of the sky, that they do not sow, nor reap, nor gather crops into barns, yet your heavenly Father feeds them. Are you not much more important than they? Yet your heavenly Father feeds them. Are you not much more important than they? Yet your heavenly Father feeds them. That they do not sow, nor reap, nor gather crops into barns. Are you not much more important than they?
Tortured artists are tortured by something.
Yeah.
And would probably still be artists even if they weren't tortured.
Yeah.
Trying to get your attention. Okay? Oftentimes we're constantly distracted by attention, right? And when we're constantly distracted by these things, it might be hard to hear the voice of God, right? It might be hard.
I reposted a meme. Capitalist. Capitalism is the only system that lets you chase your dreams. Also capitalist. Fuck art degrees, history degrees, literature degrees, or any other degree that's not profitable for capitalists to take advantage of. And it says, if your caption is, if your dreams are not profitable, you don't deserve to eat.
Respectful and kind and understanding.
I mean, they vary, but this guy says, my dad had a history degree and we did great. Same with my mom. Capital isn't magic. It won't make as much out of a humanities degree as it will out of something everyone wants and needs, like an MD. But it's not like it forbade Stephen King from becoming a writer. It just says that if you're going to choose a narrow focus, you better be fucking great at it. Someone says, it only prevented many others from becoming writers. This guy says, also, to be clear, nothing has ever prevented anyone from becoming a writer, the most accessible activity ever. It's hard to become a golfer than a writer. Hell, even paint costs money. Anyone with paper and a pencil can become a writer. Sure, capitalism didn't guarantee them a lifetime of security, but I'm not sure what alternate option you're proposing that would. I started and deleted a couple of replies to this. This is when the phrase "check your privilege" used to be really popular. It's less popular now, but he says paint costs money, and then says anyone with paper and a pencil can become a writer. As if
That's not true.
Because everybody just has paper and pencil lying around their house, right? Or you're just assuming they have a house that's well stocked with paper and pencil. Also, it's what do you need, 1 sheet of paper and 1 pencil to quote be a writer? Paper and pencils cost money even.
Microsoft
no matter
Office
what.
is constantly asking me for money.
I know, but even just using the paper and pencil argument, if you're gonna be a writer, that's a lot of paper and pencils. So
Right.
that's a significant cost.
Yeah.
Actually, buying a computer and having a subscription to Word is probably cheaper in the long run. It's certainly gonna save your wrists and fingers.
Yeah.
But just so already we're you're just, this baseline assumption is that paper and pencils are free. Also, it's writing takes time and focus.
Yeah.
I found that when I was homeless, didn't get a lot of writing done. Although I did have a good supply of paper and pencils.
Right.
I managed to write a little bit every day because we journal and made a commitment commitment. I made a commitment to my wife many years ago that we would like keep a gratitude journal. But that's not really writing most of the... I mean, I do write in that journal, like, write, but it's also, like... It's like a little ritual. It's not like sitting down to, like, write a story or write a neuropsych report.
Yeah.
Or, like, you know, like, write some of the stuff that I, like, actually get paid to write.
Yeah.
You know, like, it just, like, makes me so mad. And then it's like... The username has a 71 in it because this person was born in 71. So it's like... Even the thing that we're talking about, like the original meme is saying like, fuck humanities degrees, fuck art degrees or whatever. Like all that stuff happened. Like you were an adult by the time that started happening. You know what I mean? Like you were out of college by the time they were, like my brother has a humanities degree and he was born in 77. Like people still do it now, but like that was at least still it was before like. Universe. There's just so much privilege in there, and then also just like I don't know why. Yeah, I don't know. It's just crazy. You're like defending like the existence of Stephen King somehow makes like it possible for anybody to be a writer. Also, like I've read On Writing, which has a big chunk of autobiography in it from Stephen King, and he talks about like how like he talks about writing after working at a factory and like how that was actually really hard, and like yes, he eventually was successful, but also he was like a terrible alcoholic and addicted to cocaine and like went through a bunch of terrible shit.
People can't afford cocaine anymore.
Yeah, well, I can't, you know, but where am I gonna get the where I live on an island. Cocaine is shockingly expensive.
Yeah. Check your privilege.
But you know what I mean? Like, so like, yes, he was like working a full-time shitty job again, like in the 70s, when that just like kind of those jobs did go a little bit further. It's not that it was good for people, but like it was still seemed possible to like be able to live a life as a line cook or a factory worker or you know what I mean? Like you could at least get by in a way that you need to have two of those jobs at least now, like if they even exist. But yeah, like he was successful while doing writing and working in a factory, but like cocaine and alcohol addictions don't come from just nowhere.
Yeah.
Like if you're saying that is someone successfully working through the system, like one, they have to be like a singular talent like Stephen King.
Yeah.
Who's both a good storyteller and can't stop writing. Yeah, I really have.
Yeah.
But also like there's a huge amount of like personal collateral that's involved with that.
You're not you're not a good member of your community.
Yeah, it like put your family through a lot of hell.
Yeah.
And like that is something. Like that's not just like the foibles of an artist. That's like the fact that it's actually, I don't know his whole story, but like as a recovering alcoholic or whatever, and like having been around a lot of creative people in my life, part of that is you're just tortured by the system constantly. Like tortured artists are tortured by something.
Yeah.
You know, and like would probably still be artists even if they weren't tortured.
Yeah.
You know?